Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. We're doing another sign him up and I'm really excited about this one because we're doing Rasmus HOJLUND and I've got one of these TikTok, Twitter hipsters who knows what they're on about. I'm joined by Jack Fawcett. How you doing, mate?
I'm not too bad, how are you?
Great. I'm really excited about this one because with Rasmus HOJLUND, a lot of people will be knowing that it's hotter than the sun and it's probably going to happen unless United haven't got their oven gloves on and drop it. But I haven't got an Atalanta season ticket. I know what I like about this player, but you've watched him a lot more than me and you'll have watched him a lot more than other people. So we're going to go through sort of maybe about 5 things about Rasmus HOJLUND that you could look forward to if he did sign for United. Now, the first thing you're going to talk to me about is his ability to press from the front. This was something with Ronaldo that he was criticised about.
Yeah, so with Ronaldo, the pressing was probably the worst it's been. And then you've seen like a steady increase as we brought in Martial back from injury and then Weghorst came in. And I think HOJLUND's, I don't think he's as aggressive as a presser as Weghorst, but he's definitely a step up from Martial. He likes to close down centre-backs. He's an intelligent presser as well. And you'll see him like curve his run, he'll block off passing lanes, and he'll really press a goalkeeper. And he's scored a couple of goals this season from his pressing. So I think he'll really improve Ten Hag's side. Impressive
with the pressing, but I suppose that's something that people might not pick up on with pressing because you look at someone like Rashford, he's so fast. And we see him playing up front and he'll run from full-back to centre-back to goalkeeper, but it's straight line running.
Yeah.
And just tell everyone, you know, pressing isn't necessarily about how much you run, it's about how you run.
Yeah, it's just as much positioning, it's intelligence with where you press, as well as just the speed that you press at. I mean, I'd probably rather have an intelligent presser than someone who's going to run at speed. But HOJLUND's a good mixture of the two. I mean, Rashford really struggles, he gets taken out by the press. He'll leave a passing angle open and it'll let the opposition get through. It's a bit of a weakness and it's one of the reasons why I'm not too keen on him as a centre forward.
Yeah, okay. So second thing, carrying of the ball. Now this is something you probably wouldn't get with an orthodox traditional number 9, but this is something with Rasmus HOJLUND that he's really good at, carrying the ball. How does that work?
Yeah, so it's pretty rare for someone with his athleticism to be as technical as he is. But he really carries the ball nicely. He does have some miscontrols, he loses the ball a bit, but he's actually really good in tight spaces, especially in the box as well. He has a lot of carries into the box. He can shift the ball quickly and it helps him to get shots away. It really catches the defenders, the goalkeeper by surprise. And it'll only get stronger with his development.
And this is something with Harry Kane, isn't it? That is seen as an advantage with Harry Kane, that ability to drop. You know, you've got runners like Rashford or Son at Spurs. How do you think Rasmus HOJLUND would work at Manchester United with an Anthony and a Rashford? Is he the sort of striker that brings them into the game, or is he the sort of striker that's really going to be reliant on service? Yeah,
so his physicality, his hold-up play is really good. He likes to pin defenders back. He likes to open up spaces for teammates. He usually occupies the spaces between the centre-backs and the full-backs, so there's a big space, it stretches the full-backs. It'll open up space for someone like Rashford, who likes to run in behind. He has different ways of bringing people into play, and I could only see him working well with someone like Rashford. He's worked well with Lookman this season, so it'll be a step up from that with someone like Rashford.
He's only 20 years of age. The striker that we believe Ten Hag wanted was Harry Kane. Victor Osimhen's been mentioned. I know you're a fan of Ramos yourself. More experienced strikers, fair to say. If Manchester United were to go for Rasmus HOJLUND and he was the only striker, is that a risk for the club, or is he a player that you can't miss?
Yeah, I think with the quoted fee, I think the potential's there. So I think United have to act now with clubs like Bayern interested.
Yeah.
So I think the opportunity is there to take. It's definitely a risk, as it always is with the young players. I mean, there's always the risk that they don't develop as you expect. You need to get the right environment around them. And I think at United, the way they're going, improving under Ten Hag, I think it's a good environment. I think he'd work well with the players that are there at the minute. Your likes of Rashford, potentially Mount coming in as well. I think they could develop a good relationship in the final third as well as out of possession because they both work incredibly hard. So yeah, I could see him being a great fit for United.
If I was to say to you, give me his top 3 traits, and for people at home, this could be heading ability, pace, left foot shooting, right foot shooting, hold up play. Because he's very left-footed, isn't he?
Yeah.
What are his 3 traits? And I suppose let's make it interesting because he is 20 years of age. We've got a developmental striker there, Ten Hag. What are the 3 areas? I'm overloading you a little bit. So what is his top 3 traits and what's his 3 areas you think he needs to improve on, which is natural for a young player.
Yeah, so I think his top 3 traits, one of them definitely has to be his occupying of defenders, open up space for likes of Rashford, Antony, who can work well in isolation. If you get them one-on-one with a player, I mean, the dynamics potentially there are really nice. I think definitely opening spaces for the deeper players as well in the final third, helping them to progress, helping United to play that higher line by being that focal point up front. He's just a really nicely rounded player. And in terms of where he could improve, I think definitely retention of the ball. He gets knocked off it quite a bit sometimes after a loose touch. He loses duels, but there's definitely the time to improve that with his age and in a good environment like United. Yeah,
there we go. And just on, this will be something that everyone at home is asking about. Pace-wise, where do we put him? If Weghorst is slow and Rashford's super fast, and let's say Martial with his injury problems is probably a little bit mid these days, where would you put HOJLUND?
I don't know if he's as fast as Rashford. He's definitely faster than Martial. You've seen some of the goals he scored this season. The acceleration that he's got when he gets going, it's frightening for defenders. And in transition, you know, Ten Hag likes transitions. He likes counter-attacks. So in areas like those, I think he's a very good fit because he's definitely mobile, a lot more mobile than someone like Weghorst.
Jack, it's been a pleasure having you on. Thank you very much for coming on. I'm very excited about this. Look, United, he wants United. Ten Hag wants him. I think many of us want him. Whether United can get it over the line or not is going to be very interesting. But you've heard it there. And if you didn't know it before, this is a powerful, exciting, fast, dynamic carrier of the ball who can finish, and he's got a wonderful left foot as well. There's so much there to get excited about, but also there is caution. You know, people should not be expecting the finished article at United if we did get him, but very interesting. Get your comments in below. Make sure you smash a like on the video, especially if you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.